Hi, welcome back to Let's Build. It's going to be a slightly lower effort, no cinematic one because I've had almost no time today, but I would like to put something out. And this is the first car I've bought from the DLC, which is the Omaggio, of course the Ferrari F8 Tributo. I was wondering for a while what to do with it. I'd love to have done the Novitec N-Largo, the wide-bodied one, but there's no wide body available for this, at least not yet, Rockstar. So I decided just to do the standard Novitec car. Now the build is incredibly simple, so we're just going to whip back and do it very, very quickly. What I will say is I've just taken this round my test track that I haven't used for ages, and I basically got the same time as the Emirates and the Krieger, and the car is so easy to drive, it's so good over bumps. I know it's a lot of money, but I think it's already my favourite supercar, and I've only done a handful of miles in it, so really, really do like this a lot. Let's nip in and build it as fast as we can. Maybe even get it on YouTube tonight, eh? Lots of keyboard clattering as well. Sorry, because this has all been done live and my Corsair mechanical keyboard can, I'm afraid, beat my NVIDIA broadcast that's supposed to take the naughty noises away. Okay, I'm going to assume that you're going to do all the performance parts. The F8 is turbocharged, so you can do that as well, guilt-free. Also that you're going to do 100% armour, you're going to put your bulletproof tyres on. And apart from that, you know, it's really quick. The front bumpers, in fact, we leave stock, and the rear bumper we leave stock, otherwise it does weird things, look. There's no canards. You're doing your engine, of course. The exhaust, I think stock is best because it's a black exhaust. I don't want to make it shinier. Lights, I would leave if I were you. The lights on there are quite a nice bright white colour. They look very modern, so don't change that. The liveries on the car are fantastic. Watch Digital Car Addict if you want to see all of the liveries. Really fantastic set. There is just one I want to show you, which is I think is it that one or that one of these. It's from the 488, was it the XX? Something like that they built, I can't remember. No, GT3. And the whole livery is taken from that, and it looks fantastic. You could almost just say I'm going to build it as that car and not worry, it looks slightly different. Okay, moving on down. I can't show you my Ferrari number plate because there's something that crashes the system when you get below a certain number plate and you have to change session again. For the respray, all I've done is a classic dark steel just to roughly match the grey of the Novitec car. Stock roof. I'm sure it probably has a carbon roof, but it's not visible as such, it's painted. Now, for the skirts, I did want a little winglet where it says Grotti, but as we go through, suddenly just like weird stuff happens. I mean, what's this? What is that? Is it? And then what on earth? What on earth is that? So, yeah, standard. Splitters. These all change the front of the car more than it's been changed so far from the F8, so it's all stock. The spoiler, I'd like the spoiler to curve slightly more and be a little plainer, but this track wing is definitely the closest spoiler. There we go, no sun strip. Suspension, I think street is about right. You need a tiny bit of air on top of the tyres visible. Now trunk, I realised when I'd taken the car outside I forgot to do, but certainly on the Novitec one I think maybe standard there's some carbon around here, so we need the carbon duct plate to be as close as possible on there. And we don't want any of these vents on the fenders. For wheels, I think that the good old Mercy concave wheel in the street category is getting pretty close, and it's just a battle really on the colour. Do you want to go with gold or do you want to go with dark copper? I just felt, I don't know, dark copper I use a lot, it felt a touch dark in this case, so I'll go on gold. And the wheels, sorry, the windows, a light smoke I went for, which is still quite a heavy tint in the real world, of course. And that is the build complete. So really it's pretty much all stock with a spoiler, some dark grey paint and some gold Mercy concave wheels, a little bit of carbon on the nose. I feel slightly disappointed in that because because I wanted to be able to do so much more to the car, but I've had a little bit look up and there are no race versions. I don't really want to make that the 488 when it's not even a 488. I wish there was a bit less traffic. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I want to do more. I'm going to put this out as just a very quick video because it's nice to put out something that can be done real world with the car. But I do need more inspiration. I think I need to look at perhaps what more tuners do with the car. And if I find something better, I'll come back to you. But at least we can pop this up tonight and you can have a little look. Okay, this is me from 20 minutes later, having had a chance to think. And yes, it is my favourite supercar. It's as easy to handle as something like the Krieger, but it's as fast as the Krieger or the Emirates, and much better looking than both. I mean, both of those are pretty poor representations of the cars they're supposed to be, and this thing is as close as we're ever going to get in GTA. So that is great, and although it's 2.8 million, I highly recommend the car. But on reflection, I have a few disappointments. I think the main one is, for example, you can do nothing to the interior of the car, and I do feel that that is a little bit of a miss. And apart from wishing for some slightly better side skirt options, that really is it. I am very, very pleased indeed with the car. So I'm going to leave you with the rest of my laps. I only did 6 laps and was already hitting the 52-second mark, which is what I got on those other cars a year or two ago. So excellent car. Now I only have one garage space left, which is rather unfortunate. I'll probably have to get rid of some things, but let me know down below if there's things you would really, really like me to buy. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to be so much into minivans and SUVs, and a lot of the cars on this DLC are things that you might see on the streets of America, but you don't really see them in the UK, like that Infiniti, for example. Now I will get the Infiniti because I know that it does drifting, and I will get the Mustang because it's a Mustang. But beyond that, I'm going to need a little bit of persuasion because something has to go for something to arrive. Anyway, this is a bit gash, it was a bit rushed, but I just wanted to share something. I did promise a Novitec F8, so there we go. Thank you so much for watching.